My name is Fatima Häring. A little bit on my background. I am a medical professional and I've been involved with the HPH network for quite some time now. And today I'm tasked with presenting you a little bit basics on the health promotion and on the HPH network itself. Just so you know what to expect from the webinar or my presentation today is beyond the introduction of the network, I'll touch upon the standards and their development, and also a recent study that we have conducted at the International Secretariat on the implementation feasibility of standards. So the roots of the International HPH network is based on the Ottawa Charter. That is a document from the WHO and came into being after the world's first conference that was held on health promotion in Ottawa, Canada. It defines health promotion as the process of enabling people to increase control over and to improve their health, because health is created and lived by people in their everyday settings where they work, learn, and play. It defines 5 key action areas to promote health in the local community. Under the 5th point of reorienting health services, the WHO took the initiative of establishing the international network, which mainly redirects the curative approach of hospitals towards a more holistic and preventative approach. It does so by promoting and disseminating internationally acknowledged principles, recommendations, and guidelines as defined not only in the Ottawa Charter, but also our standards and the other documents like the Vienna Recommendations and Bangkok Charter and Budapest Declaration, and so on. So currently, our HPH network boasts around 600 organizations. That includes not only hospitals and health services, but also some affiliate members that include organizations that are not direct service providers, such as it could be pharmacies or medical universities, etc. We represent around 30 plus countries. Some are organized into national and regional networks, and in countries where there are no national networks, we provide the possibility of becoming single members. The structure of HPH network consists of several groups of professionals that help us with our administrative processes and decision making, and comprises of governance board and general assembly. We have also recently established a group of young professionals that is an advisory board and also supports the governance board in its operations. We have currently around 7 task forces, including the built environment. These are the issue-specific groups that focus on promoting health in certain groups, such as elderly, for children, or people with migration background, and so on. Then we also have a conference secretariat that is based in the WHO Collaborating Center in Vienna, and they organize yearly conferences, scientific conferences for the HPH network. So, the main asset of the HPH network are its standards, and I want to give a little overview on how these standards were developed. The initial standards were developed in 2006 by a WHO working group, which mainly emphasized upon providing health services to individuals. We updated the HPH standards in 2020 following a very long and comprehensive 2-stage Delphi process that included umbrella standards mapping and gathering inputs and reviews and feedbacks from our expert panel that included several professionals and experts such as our governance board, task forces, and domain experts and strategic experts. It was finally accepted at the GA, or which is the General Assembly, in May 2021. And now they mostly focus on the settings-based approach. So what are these HPH 2020 standards? We have a set of 5 that were deemed to be the most practical or the relevant ones. The first one deals with demonstrating organizational commitment for HPH, which means that an organization commits to health promotion through its policy, through its leadership, and its governance. The second standard deals with ensuring access and availability of its services to the people. And this access is not only meant in the physical terms. The third standard ensures that the best possible people-centered healthcare is provided and people are involved in decision-making processes and its other activities. The fourth standard deals with creating healthy workplace and a healthy setting. And the fifth goes beyond the organization itself and nudges the organization to take responsibility of promoting health in wider society and its populations. These standards are further divided into substandards and certain measurable elements that you will find in the full document. They have also been translated into 15 languages. The standards can be used by managers and health professionals to assess the current situation of health promoting activities in their organizations. And if it's not existing, then they might consider refocusing the strategy to overcome the health system challenges in their organizations. The standards can also be used to involve the professionals and the patients to improve the quality of care and the coordination, and also to enhance the health and safety of staff and its patients. So these are some generic standards that deal with the built environment. I will not go into detail of them because my colleagues will, of course, explore them into greater detail. These are just the generic standards that focus on built environment and include statements such as creating environments for patients and families that are safe, that use common principles of universal design, waiting areas that are clean, equipped with good lighting, non-slip floor surfaces, and spaces where the patients and staff and their visitors can relax, and which is also noise-free and smoke-free. The standard 5 deals that deals with environmental health also talks about incorporating green building principles and practices into the design, construction, and renovation of its facilities. So as I mentioned before, we conducted a study just very recently and we assessed the feasibility of implementing environmental health standards in Taiwanese hospitals. And we found out that the standard that states incorporating green building principles and practices was found to be the least feasible, second least feasible of all the 7 environmental health standards. The challenge that was pointed out was that that people thought that it was very burdensome, that very high costs were associated with implementing this standard, and that they do not have trained staff and technical resources to do that. And I would urge my colleagues to touch more upon these challenges and provide us with actionable strategies that can help those organizations who want to implement these principles but do not have the resources to do so. If you want to read more about health promotion, then you will find much more documents and materials and guidelines on our website under the library section of our website. And the book called The Handbook of Settings-Based Health Promotion, Elke will also go into greater detail into that. The 7th chapter, called Health Promoting Hospitals, has much greater detail on the development of the network and applying health promotion in hospital settings. And if you want to get into touch with us, then please consider writing to us on that email address or visiting our website or following our LinkedIn channel.